well, I could argue that I may not be a good musician in a way. I like to think that being a musician is a journey, and being a good musician is, I suppose, the destination. One thing about being a musician is that you never really arrive at that destination. When you do, you discover that there's always further to go, and I love that about music. It's an interesting question, how long it takes to become a good musician. Some people have natural talent and can just take to an instrument or to singing or to whatever they choose to make music with really quickly. But talent can really often tie you up and give you false confidence. And I think it's often the people that have to work a lot harder to reach that goal. So there isn't really an answer to how long it takes to become a good musician. All I can say is it just requires a lot of practice, a lot of commitment, a lot of passion, and a lot of love.
So in order to be a principal now, you have to have a degree to be a teacher, and then you have to go back and do another course, which takes probably 6 to 12 months, where you go, I don't know, for maybe altogether 25 hours of sort of lectures and learning, and then you have to do about probably 150 hours of work yourself, and you have to spend a month in another school working with another principal learning how to do principal work. So in order to be a principal, you have to have a Bachelor of Education or a Bachelor of Teaching, and then you have to have a qualification from VAPA which says that you've got all the necessary understanding of what it takes to be a principal, and you have to have spent that 4 weeks training with another principal.
I expected the job, I thought, would be quite easy in the beginning, and it was quite easy in the beginning, because in the early days the department did a lot of the bigger stuff, the staffing and the major financial management of the school. But then as the years have gone by, the department has sent more onto the schools to manage themselves, and so the job got bigger and bigger. But certainly the job at Doveton is very, very big, and that's because we have an early learning centre, we have all of the community aspects, all the allied health, and then we have the school. So this job here is a very, very big job.
What I really like about this job is that no day is the same. So every day is something different, and every day is a new experience. So for me, one of the things I really like is I'm always learning new things. The other thing that's great is that this job is really about working with people and helping people. So I like working with people, I like people. So it's good to be able to do that. One of the things that I don't like about it is sometimes I feel I don't get enough opportunity to do that because I have to do paperwork or go to meetings, those kind of compliance issues that take me away from the things that I really like doing more. Well, when I went back to uni to study to be a teacher, I had young children. So I was back at uni while my kids were early primary school. So I had to juggle full-time study and the children when they were young. So that was challenging, and it was also meant that I wasn't working, so I had no income then. So they were challenging, but it was worth it.
I always wanted to work in schools. I loved working in schools. I thought I wanted to be a teacher, and I actually did some teacher training, but then I stopped to have my son, and then I just got into the office work, and I loved that too, and it's still being part of the school, it's still making a difference, so that's where I've stayed.
So I used to be originally a chemical engineer. When I left school, I went to university and studied chemical engineering, and that was a great job. It was really good fun. I travelled all around the world doing things, but the thing about it was really about making money for a large corporation, and I didn't like that, and what I wanted to do was work with people. So I went back to uni and I studied teaching so that I could have a teaching career and work with people and help young people to be successful and have options. for their futures.
Goodness me, there's lots and lots and lots of really, really good memories. But I think the best memories are when I see you guys walking out the door and you come back in 2 or 3 years' time and you show us what you've done with your life, and that's, or what you're planning to do and how you've succeeded. So they're the best memories that you get when you work in a school.